With John Herdman calling up 5 strikers for this upcoming window against Qatar and Uruguay, the real question I have here is Lucas Cavallini truly good enough to be deserving of this current call-up? Yes, you could go ahead and argue with Charles Andreas Brim, is he really good enough? But for me, Lucas Cavallini just isn't good enough to be with this current squad. I don't think talent or skill-wise, and of course his caution rate is just not good enough anymore. And yes, this may be a hot take, and yes, I know this conversation around Lucas Cavallini, Daniil Henry, really splits the Canadian fan base, but for me, Lucas Cavallini just isn't not good enough. You look at other players around that cusp, like Theo Bair. You have, of course, Ayo Akinola, and even he could have been dropped for the likes of Victor Latore to be given more midfield depth. But I have a huge reason to back this up. This year, currently alone, Lucas Cavallini sits on 8 yellow cards, 8 cautions, with 1 sending off, 1 red card. And if you add in all of the strikers that have been called up currently this Canadian men's national team window, and all of Ayo Akinola and Theo Bair's cautions throughout this season, they only combine for 5 yellow cards and no red cards. That is still 3 yellows less than Lucas Cavallini and no sending offs. While Lucas Cavallini in total has 8 yellows, 8 cautions, and that is the exact same amount he has for goals. For me, that is an embarrassment. As a number 9, yes, you can take the odd tactical foul and whatnot, but even that red card, that suspension he got was absolutely ridiculous, and if I was a Whitecaps fan, I would be completely livid with the way he's been on the field, with the way he's acted and controlled himself on the pitch at times. But for me, I think the caution rate going to the World Cup is just too scary, and you can't handle that as a player who's going to be touted as coming on as an impact player, per se, or a player who's going to come on and change the game, if you want to go that far, to score a goal, to create something, to hold up possession. You can't afford a player like Lucas Cavallini to come on the pitch and possibly get a yellow, and the next game you're scared to bring him on, and a game after that, because you may lose him. 2 yellow cards and he's suspended at the World Cup. You can't risk something like that. When you have a guy who is currently, for me, he's not good enough. He's not up to the skill level. Yes, he may have 8 goals and 1 assist, but the other factors for me just aren't good enough. I don't see him getting ahead of the likes of course, Ike Ugbo, Kyle Lair, and Jonathan David. And for me, personally, I think Charles Andreas Brim is ahead of him. He's still only 24. He's 5 years younger than Lucas Cavallini. He's playing at a very good level at a PSD Eindhoven side, and he has been doing it fantastic. Charles Andreas Brim is one of those strikers that I think just doesn't get rated enough at the likes of the club he's at the Dutch second division. He just doesn't get rated enough. He has been playing consistently. He's been getting starting minutes now. He's been playing very well. And also, one thing with Charles Andreas Brim that you don't get with Lucas Cavallini is that he is very versatile. Brim can go out and play on the right-hand flank, he can play on the left-hand flank, he can draw back a bit as a number 10 and provide that center-forward kind of ball movement as well that you wouldn't get from Lucas Cavallini. Charles Andreas Brim is a more versatile player, which John Herdman loves and that international football managers love as well. It's a thing that you like because you can change systems very easily, you can really adopt a different change in formation during the game. And for me, I think Charles Andreas Brim could be a game changer. But you also have to look at Teo Corbeanu. Teo Corbeanu has been called up. He is so two-footed, and we saw the Gold Cup against Mexico that he was able to really take games on himself. He was able to control games. He was able to run at defenders, and we don't see that from Lucas Cavallini as much. And Teo Corbeanu is so deadly with both feet. I think he could be versatile, and he could be very well used at number 9 as well. For me, Lucas Cavallini could be behind Ayo Akinola and Theo Bair soon as well. Theo Bair gives us something that no other Canadian number 9 has right now. He's a huge 6'3" striker who's been starting well in the Scottish Premiership. Yes, he hasn't scored yet this season, but he's had an assist. He's played very well, holding up the ball, contributing, having those nice link-up play in the final third. Theo Bair is making beautiful steps as a number 9. And for me, I have Lucas Cavallini maybe... Yes, this is extremely hot take, but I have him 6 or 7 spots down the depth chart. For me, he's behind Kyle Larin, Jonathan David, Charles Andreas Brim, likes of Ike Ugbo, Ayo Akinola soon. He's probably my number 5 right now and could fall between Ayo Akinola and Theo Bair soon, which is very crazy to think about at the age of 30. The caution rate just scares me very much. The way he holds himself on the pitch sometimes, that red card was absolutely ridiculous, and I would want that nowhere near my club if I was Vancouver. And it's a very interesting situation with him. Personally, like I said in my CanMNT roster review, I don't understand how Victor Latore kind of got left out. I understand why he got left out of this, but I think it would be much more useful if you drop Lucas Cavallini and brought in Latore, another midfield depth, another guy who's going to learn and get excited and put into this program. And I just think for me, Lucas Cavallini did not deserve this call-up. Yes, he's been doing very well, but you look at a guy who's going to be going to the World Cup, I don't think he should be that guy. Maybe he gets dropped for Atiba Hutchinson, and that is what I think should be happening. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Should Lucas Cavallini be going to this World Cup? Should he be on this roster right now? Should he be given that call-up? Yes, this is a topic that splits the fan base, and I know you guys probably won't like this opinion, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to drop that like down below, hit that sub button. Let's keep on track. Let's see if we can hit 20 by the end of tomorrow, or let's keep pushing as hard as we can. Enjoy the videos, guys, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.